Yo, welcome back to another video of Pacific Drive! We are going to go to Dr. Cays' lab today, and hopefully finish off exploring this part of the mid-zone. So we're ready and raring to go. It's going to be a bit of a trek to get there. 1, 2, 3 stops. So, it'll be fun, but wait, we ain't stopping. We're just going to be booking it there. Although, we have the fax machine. Sanderson is reporting a pimple that he can just keep squeezing. It never empties no matter how long he pushes it. Can you add that to the list? Yeah, just put it under P. Yeah, for pimple. Ew. That's all I can say. It's just you. Actually, no. Let's leave it open, because I want to see if it'll open back. The car is ready and raring to go.
The problem we've come to understand is that something went so horribly wrong inside the zone's borders and caused all of it, limb, disasters, and the rest, to be hermetically sealed off forever. As dubious as the fuzzy photos and inconsistent stories were, they add up to one thing. What was going on in the zone wasn't normal. For as tall as Arda built those walls, they couldn't hide oddly colored auroras in the sky, or ice storms in the summer, or localized hurricane-force winds compacted into tight columns. There were two words that popped up time and time again within these eyewitness stories: instability and anomalies. I've been able to distill a few things about them. That they were two of the many unfortunate byproducts of the R&D going on in the zone. The government was forced to admit to elevated levels of radiation. Pretty hard to cover that one up, as it became a tourist attraction to hike along the walls with a Geiger counter. But this instability seemed to be some combination of ecological and physical fallout. Some described it as a state of constant landslides. Others recounted storms unlike anything seen on planet Earth. As far as what the anomalies were, I couldn't tell you. I ran face first into two distinct responses to that question. Either people refused to say a single word about them, or people had too many conflicting explanations to find a single thread of commonality. Perhaps that's a topic for a series all in its own. Roadblocks at every turn with this story.
Well, I mean, you are jumping into a very old mystery. That probably happened before you were born. Or no, it did, because she talked to a survivor who was like, sounded like they were in their 80s. Ooh, nice. 2 energy. Perfect. Whoa. This place is weird. Anyway. Zoomity zoom.
Oh, jeez. You know, I remember red metal like it was yesterday. You up to your eyeballs in paperwork. Francis coated in chalk dust from the blackboards.
You mistaking my lab notes for a trash pile and throwing away weeks of work.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it again.
They bulldozed that facility to the ground. There's nothing left to reminisce about.
They bulldoze everything to the ground. Zoomity zoom. I'm coming for you. Whoa. Yeehaw. Well, there's some toxic gas cloud. A stinky cloud.
Read all this?
From the very second I heard your voice coming through my speakers.
I mean, everything that happened here. Handing over Lynn. The way the project ended. It cost you Alan. You know, your career. The entire damn Olympic Peninsula.
Oh, whoa.
But you're still here.
So are you. You chose your urban legends over everything else.
And you wonder if I regret it.
Oh, I have no interest in regret. I want to know if you ever felt that leaving was a real option.
After everything I've seen and heard?
And felt here? No, not a chance.
Then we have that in common.
I am very curious how this game is going to end. Just because it's like, what's going to be the end of the story? What's going to be the, not necessarily proposition, but the end result of it all? What the heck is that?
How's Francis?
He hasn't left the bedroom.
I'm sorry. You didn't know about his demotion.
Oh.
It wasn't my secret to tell.
It's fine. This is between him and me.
It still does suck, though. But no, Ampy is right. It wasn't really her place to be like, yo, this happened, or yo, this didn't happen. It's Francis's problem. Francis's to tell or not to tell.
So, what did Alan tell you about his work? He was second in command of Dr. Cays' lab, after all.
Alan didn't discuss his work with me, nor did I share mine with him.
Wait, you were head of the whole stinking department. You must have known something about what their lab was doing.
If there was anything useful to be found, I'd have sussed it out already. That's all I did after the accident. Try and fail to find any answers.
Alrighty, perfect. Here's the exit.
Dr. Cays' access records were coded to the lab that used to be here.
I'm feeling less optimistic by the second. Not a scour this place clean.
Something's here. We just can't see it.
Oh, following a hunch. Not your usual MO, Oppie.
No, but being suspicious of Arda is.
There's a plasma generator in here. I'm suspicious of that. This is Dr. Cays' lab. Because or is this Dr. Cays' lab? Because if it is, it's a big lab. Zoomity zoom. Nope. How unfortunate. Just some ground. Just because there's so much more ways to go. Another fuel barrel. Aha! Follow the access tunnel. Surprised I didn't just...
Driver, hang on. Where are you going? That should have been the end of the facility.
According to the blueprints, anyway.
I gotta do something. Oh. Whoops. Oh, how wonderful. I tapped that, now that's busted. Yeah, it's an armored door, too. Why is it raining in here? I think this is the right way to go. Yep.
Security protocol activated. Scan Arda's security credentials immediately.
Well. After all these years and Arda still has something to hide. We're definitely onto something now.
Driver, anything you find down there, scan and transmit it back to us. We'll work on disengaging the security protocol.
Okay. Does this...
Okay, here's something. This thing in the deep zone, they called it the Well.
Oh, fantastic. Tobias, run those reports through the decryptor and see what you can find.
I think I might know what that is. A giant stability anchor. Oh, yeah. Another report.
Oh, you'll like this, Tobias. Your remnant origin story, if you will.
Let me guess. You're about to ruin a good urban legend with a bunch of science.
Fine, I'll read this one myself. Nice work, driver. We'll review these and summarize our findings after.
I am definitely going to read what those are. Because I would like to know too. Oh, okay, and there's like one more over there. Yeah, here it is.
These lab notes are complete gibberish.
What about these diagrams, though? It looks like he was trying to convey something.
You can admire the doctor's newfound art skills all you want. You won't find anything useful in them.
I always need to have the lights on because it looks funny if I don't. Hee hee. Sneaky, sneaky way of getting over.
This is a decrypted record of the accident. Poppy, are you sure you want to hear this? It's got details about Alan's final moments.
It's been over 30 years. I'm past ready. Go on, driver. Keep snooping and see what else you can find.
I got something else.
Alan's lab notes. Maybe my late husband sent us something useful from the grave after all.
And you're all clear.
Give us a moment and we'll let you know what we found in all this data. And make your way back to the auto shop after you're done scouring the place. And driver, thank you.
You're welcome. Whoops. I so not used to turning off the parking brake. Alright, let's roll. You see me rolling. Ah, there we go. Drive to the stabilized access road. Yeehaw. $7.2 energy. Bad gateway area. Proceed. Affirmative. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And away we go. Oh, yippee! Ooh, highway route. Oh, now I get where it goes. Bio research output. The mid zone. Well, seeing as how I want energy. Ooh.
Driver, you hit the jackpot. We've got a lead on what you're heading toward in the deep zone. Tobias, give us the rundown about the well.
Otta classified it as a hotspot of ultra-high energy gamma radiation. Its eruptions were spontaneous, and ultimately Otta made no conclusion about what caused it, when it would blow, or how destructive it would be. Otta, of course, wanted to control this bottomless well of energy. So they brought in Dr. Kay and Alan to research activation and containment. They discovered a way to reliably trigger the well, and that was the remnants.
And that's what the remnants have been leading people towards. The well.
Perfect. Hello, Mr. Abductor.
This second report's a good one. Ready to hear where the remnants came from? The original remnants were created in Dr. Cays' lab. They aimed to create a trigger for activating the well by infusing objects with a carefully calibrated limb wave. The ones that shared a resonant frequency would...
Yeah, just get to the good stuff.
You know, you'd be a much better ghost hunter if it weren't for that unfortunate attention span. Reading this makes it obvious how the remnants ended up in the wild.
Wait, what? How?
The gamma ray surge that caused the mass hallucination event. That energy irradiated everything within a 10-mile radius. Objects with the right characteristics absorbed that energy and became the remnants people found out in the zone.
Wow. Francis would get a kick out of that one. I'll tell him later.
I'll have to recheck that, but the remnants... Actually, why don't I recheck that right now? Oh. I'll have to
I've
look when I'm
reviewed
done.
Dr. Cays' lab notes. And now we know what he was doing in that lab after the accident. Spinning in circles for years.
His injuries were real. Dr. Cays' radiation exposure should have been fatal.
And the minute he could stand on his feet again, Arda shuttled him right back to his lab and bid the monkey to dance.
They allowed him to carry on in the hopes that he would reproduce anything useful. He worked for 2 whole years before they quietly retired him from his post.
I'm sorry we scrambled your brain. Here's your pension. Bye.
I mean... not sure what else you're supposed to do. At least you got a pension.
You got that accident record ready, Tobias? It's time.
Okay then. September 14, 1961. Arda's finalized report on what happened that night. Dr. Kay and Alan were testing the activation potential of lab-created remnants. That night was a run-of-the-mill remnant test. Nothing out of the ordinary. The remnant in question was a tungsten cube. At 3:23 a.m.,
The cube was brought towards the well. The well reacted at nominal levels. However, at the 500-meter distance, the cube was sucked into the well and triggered the gamma ray surge. The energy output continued ramping up, and at 15 seconds...
showed no signs of stopping. Then Alan...
Go on. I can handle it.
Dr. Kay testified that
Alan engaged the suppression protocol, then the kill switch, both of which failed. Dr. Kay ordered Alan to get to safety, but Alan insisted on staying at the controls. Only when he flipped the radiation polarity did the energy output plateau, then collapse back into itself. Alan's gamma radiation exposure was fatal due to his proximity to the well. If it weren't for him, the entire zone might have gone under.
That's who Alan was. Loyal until the very end.
I'm sorry, Oppie.
I'd expect nothing less from him.
One might say he's a hero. No, that takes guts. Oh, keep going.
Once that car gets to the well, we can expect another gamma ray eruption. We'll need a way to cut it off. And I may have found the answer in Alan's lab notes. His work on that suppression technique was top-notch.
What's interesting is Dr. Kay and Alan didn't know any more than we do now. They had no conclusions about what the well is.
Or what the remnants did. Or how they interacted with this well. Maybe they're ladles that scoop out a metered amount of gamma radiation. Maybe they trigger an eruption that we can't stop and will destroy the zone if we get it too close.
That's a hell of a range. What are we going to do?
We keep going.
But if it's an eruption...
I already sacrificed the Olympic Peninsula once for Tech. How many chances for total and utter fallout does a gal get in her life, huh?
Oppie, in another life?
We would have made a fantastic team.
In no universe would I not have murdered you in your sleep.
Excuse. Oh, honest. What the? I swear I saw. Oh, it was just a abductor just sitting on the ground. Alrighty. And it always starts closed, looking more and more like home.
Now we go into the deep zone. Easy peasy.
Except for the issue of the old wall.
Right, yeah. That.
You got some genius idea up your sleeve, huh?
Is that how you think it works? That scientists conjure up genius at will?
Well, yeah. Do you?
Well, in this case I do. But don't expect it to work like that every time. Driver, the quarantine checkpoints will be the best way through the old wall, but they're death traps in their own right. But I designed something to help. Check out the blueprints I sent over.
Epic. Trunk is closed. Oh, I think I know what that is. Alright. This is Bravo Company. We've encountered half a dozen campers on Neil Creek. They claim nobody stopped them entering. Also, they claim it's 1955 over. Oh, wait, no, I have some to put in there. Ah, that's what she sent.
The old anomalies took up residence in the crossing points. It's not enough to have a shield. The shield itself needs to be shielded.
The energy drain on that shield is massive. It won't last you more than 5 seconds.
Yes, and?
You'll need to recharge on the go, but the Deep Zone's grid is completely dark.
You know, what if we could
Don't think I
reroute
have
our
that.
power into the Deep Zone? But we'd need to jumpstart the network somehow.
That car is basically the world's most overpowered electromagnet on wheels. The driver induces a current, then you open the electrical floodgates.
They'd have to induce the current the entire way through the old wall while making the crossing and maintaining speed.
I don't know what to tell you. If you don't believe the driver in that car's got what it takes by now, then go back to hunting ghosts. We've got a job to do here.
This could work. Are you in, Francis?
I don't know.
Look, we have a real chance of losing everything at the old wall. I'd like to not fail this far along.
How can we know this will work?
We don't. That's how science works. We form a theory, and we test it, and we fail, and fail, and fail, and only sometimes do we succeed.
Come on, Francis. Please?
Fine. I'll do it.
All right. The team is assembled.
Nice work on that limb shield driver. We'll have the power grid prepped by the time you reach the old wall.
Let's get a bunch of pneumatic lockers. Oh, I need corrupt energy. Cool. I'm not turning into a parts locker. I already got a parts locker. Nice, fits perfectly. There. Boom. Okay. Oh, so this is like a big highway route from like there to there to there. Cool. They see me rolling. Oh yeah, I'm already going way. Oh yeah, that's 60 kilometers or miles per hour already. Oh wow, I am fast. Highway travel's gonna be a breeze.
Hoppy, I gotta ask. Were you around when the old wall was nearly breached?
You want to know if I was involved?
I mean, sure. No one knew more about where anomalies came from than you. Heck, I mean, you know, the only reason anyone knew anything about anomalies was because of the research branch that you four started to build.
Yes, and we developed ways to prevent anomalies, not create them.
You can't prevent something if you don't know where it's created in the first place.
So you did pick up a thing or two around us scientists.
Breach? What breach? Oh, this is so nice. I go so fast. Highway travel is gonna be beautiful.
All I know is, Arda didn't give two craps about anomaly prevention. You fought uphill the entire way.
Never thought I'd see the day where you'd sugarcoat anything coming out of your mouth. The Harmonic Disruption Research Lab was an abject failure. No, I wasn't involved, but I stood by and let it happen. By that point, the LIM project was in a bad way. Either it found a breakthrough and justified the government resources it was sucking up, or the entire project was put down. Everything depended on this technological quantum leap that evaded us for decades. In response, all good sense went straight out the window. For every wonder pulled out of thin air, LIM technology conjured increasingly greater horrors. But it was done in the name of progress, and we were powerless to stop it. The Harmonic Disruption Research Branch was all I could do to soften the atrocities Arda unleashed in the name of progress. I tried to clean out my mess, but I failed.
Old wall crossing smokestacks. Where am I? So I need to get to
You're not the
there.
first to try crossing the old wall since the anomalies moved in. But we'll make sure you're the first to survive. 2 things to keep in mind. First, to get through the old wall, there are 5 crossing points. You need to induce the electrical grid the entire way by driving the car close enough and fast enough along the conductors. You'll see them as you go.
Once you jumpstart the grid, Tobias will route the mid-zone power your way, but no induction, no power, no crossing.
Second, watch your battery gauge. You will live or die by that thing. Got it? Good. Start by connecting the power grid at the first crossing point. The controls will be up in the observation tower.
You know, I'm gonna grab more power before or like more jump. Okay. You. Okay. Oh, I left the car on. Whoops. This place is very weird. I don't like it at all. Actually, it's probably due to the fact that this is like a crossing area. I know the other crossing had a lot of water at it. No. I'm driving towards that. I want to go towards this. This way. Come on. Whoops. Ooh, perfect. Route A1, alright. And up we go.
There are old shuttle stops at each crossing point. Use them to recharge your battery and hope they're still in working condition after all these years.
Fine by me. Great. Busted as per usual. Alright. Left the trunk open. Hee hee. Oh, wonderful. And I just remembered that I forgot to fill up my other gas tank. I need to install my limb shield.
A little too slow on that one. Try again, driver.
Wonderful.
Tobias, how's the power routing?
Well, the neighbors are complaining about the flickering lights, but I told them to light some candles and sit tight.
Francis?
Levels are good, holding steady. Circuit complete. Keep it up, driver.
Wonderful. And 3, 2, 1, go! Come on.
Getting some interference, Tobias. The power supply is wavering.
I'm working on it. Our local battery farm's putting up a fuss. She hasn't been taxed like this in a while, but I'm easing her into it, don't worry.
Do not hit the tour bus. Fuel tank, cool.
Battery farms 1 through 3 are reporting total power drain. They're spent.
How long to recharge?
Could take up to a day.
No, I got this.
What do you mean by battery farms? What are battery farms? Oh, how wonderful. I have to go through there, nick by those.
Shit.
Total power loss on stations 9 through 15.
I'm on it. Oh, shit.
Get that power back up. The gate at the final crossing point won't open without it.
I'm rerouting power from Battery Farm 6.
Easy. Too much and you'll blow out your control center.
Too little and the entire array's going down. We have no choice.
Alrighty. How wonderful. Okay, we're good. Relatively. There'll be one more charge stop, and then I have to get those two, I don't have any canned food on me, really. What's with all the radiation?
Battery farm 6 core's overloaded. I mean, it's shutting down.
We can't lose the remnant. I won't let it go.
Get back inside. The radiation's peaking.
I've got to repair it. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let this plan fail. We're too close. Your theory, we can still prove it.
Stop. It's too dangerous out there. Tobias. Please, Tobias, come back.
Please don't get yourself killed over me.
Tobias, please come back.
I'm at the battery farm. The fuse box is completely liquefied, but I can bypass it.
Francis, I need you back at the control board.
Not now, Offie!
The minute Tobias reroutes that line, you need to push the connection. Miss it by a split second and we lose the entire power grid.
Almost.
Ready?
Please don't do this.
Francis, it's now or never.
I'm rerouting the grid now. I'll be ready for you.
Okay, this is my last sort of calm before the storm. We're repairing the car up. Okay, one gate, good. the energy. Oh no, not good. Not good, not good, not good. Wish that I'd known that I would have needed so much battery. Oh, it's because I stopped, that's why. Come on, car.
Give us a signal, Tobias. Tobias? Stay with us.
I got you on me. Friends. Well, what do you know? One time, I tried myself out of things to say. Bobby, take care of him for me.
Tobias!
Francis, I love you forever.
I love you forever.
Oh my gosh.
Power's back online. Francis, now!
Tobias, answer me. Please, Tobias, answer me.
Don't do it. You can't go out there. Driver, the power's holding steady. You could open that final gate.
I need my charge. We're going, boys, we're going. Gate didn't open, gate didn't open. Okay, hopefully this will work better. Oh, do I need to go up in the control? Do I need to go up the control tower? Oh yeah, open the door from the observation tower. No wonder, and I just kept banging my head against the wall. My heart is pounding in my chest. Well, quietly pounding anyway. Let's get out of here. Nice that they have all these recharge stations. And all I can say is the next time I come through, I hope it's not this chaotic. I made it. There's the mountain. Let's go. We made it. The deep zone. Where am I? Okay, there. Sink.
The entire area got scrambled in instability. I'm afraid, Tobias.
I told you. I told you, didn't I? We weren't ready. We should have planned it better. We should have known.
We did the best we could.
No. Do not give me that. If we had, he'd be here with us.
I'm sorry, but we've got to help the driver.
Don't you dare. What? Wait, is this how you dealt with Alan's death? You put your head down and let work fill the gaps?
Actually, that's precisely what I did. And you'll recall the breakthrough in self-healing materials that I made that year.
Oh, well, good for you. I'm sure Alan would have been very proud of you using his death that way.
You know what? That whole pep talk I gave you before to convince you to go through with it.
It's precisely the same crap Alan would tell me all the time. It's worth the sacrifice. Stay late, don't worry about me. Finish your work, then we can start a family. Always he'd spew that crap.
So why'd you say it to me?
Because he has to have been right. Because if I let myself think he was wrong, then
I can't live with that regret. I gave everything for them. This is the last thing I'm holding on to for myself. Every single day I still think about how if I had left the zone when we had planned to, I wouldn't have lost Alan. I hoped that Lim Tech was done killing our own. I'm sorry about Tobias.
Tobias was all I had.
I need to sign off for a while.
We'll be here when you're ready. Glad you got through, driver. Power on that stabilizer, and I'll see you back at the garage.
That was sad. Like, I don't know, I'd say he died a hero's death, but he died trying to get me through. But he knew it. He knew what he was doing, what was gonna happen. He knew. That's all I can say. He definitely knew it. He accepted that, and that's just wow. You know what's funny? I was talking to a friend a couple days ago, and I was like, "There's nothing about a game. A good game always at some point makes you cry a little, and I definitely would say this is that point where I'm a little teared up. It's yeah. I don't really know what to say other than I'm signing off from speaking for a bit, but wow. Wow. Weary. The workhorse is dying. All that stress and strain, plus the effects of the anomaly. Aura 3 has been too much for this engine. It doesn't matter. There aren't thousands of miles on the clock. What matters is it will still be replaced as soon as possible. Goodbye, old girl. You've served my car well since, like, I don't know what episode 8. I do not need to stay here. And we're back. The deep zone crossing. Gain access to the deep zone and escape to the garage.
Welcome back. Now you know where the well is, but you're the first to step foot in the deep zone in over 15 years.
And I need more time to understand Alan's suppression method. So why don't you stretch your legs and chart the deep zone while you're at it? We'll need to map a way to the well as it is.
It's 7 a.m. Boom. Oh, 1.6. Nice. Will this get rid of the couch? Huh. There we go. Good, it does not get rid of the couch. I still have my couch. Nice. Time to upgrade our charging station. Cool. In that case, a biting, that's all, folks. See you later. We went to the deep zone, lost a good friend, and yeah, red stacks is terrifying. Alrighty, see you guys later. Bye-bye.